discussing about the world between wars 1900 to 1950 part 1. Okay, last discussed First World War and Second World War causes. Today is causes of First World War and Second World War topic change in balance of power. Changing balance of power in world, especially here the world during the First World War, Second World War, the world divided two groups, Axis and Allied groups. After Second World War, the balance of power also changes. I mean, the world, America, USA and USSR became a superpower countries after Second World War. USA followed the democracy and capitalism. USSR followed the socialism. Main two ideologies. The two ideologies followed by these countries. USA followed the democracy and capitalism. Socialism followed by the Russia, USSR. Russia became a USSR in 1924. USSR full form Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, USSR. After Second World War, the world is completely changed. So many causes change in world. Third world, democracy. Democracy accepted. After Second World War, so many colonies countries, include our India also, followed, independent movements. So many countries got in freedom movements. The countries also got the freedom, nationalist movements. Especially here, some European countries maintain the colonies. The colonies also became got independent from European countries, from West countries. Democracy, it is the main ideology, the main principle, the main government in the world. Nowadays, majority countries, democracy countries in the world. Majority countries in the world, democracy countries. Democracy ideology spread in the world. After Second World War, democracy ideology, main democracy principles, liberty, equality and fraternity. The world democracy accepted. Democracy want democracy. So many countries followed by the democracy ideology. Democracy ideology is the main important influence on after Second World War. Democracy, the important government or ideology. Next to Cold War. After Second World War, the world became a superpower country. Russia and America became a superpower countries. Superpower countries mean bipolar countries. USA and USSR. The ideological conflict war after Second World War followed by the USA and USA. Ideology conflict war means it is an indirect war. USA supported democracy and capitalist ideas. Russia, USSR supported socialist ideas and socialist countries. The ideological conflict war is also called Cold War. After Second World War, Cold War also followed in world. The democracy ascended. Democracy ideologies start in after Second World War. Next, main important thing, so many European countries. Suppose after First World War and Second World War, so many European countries. Suppose Austria-Hungary, the great empire, Austria-Hungary empire, German empire, and Russian empire is completely collapsed, is completely downfall after First World War. After First World War, these empires is completely abolished and became a democracy countries established in these empires. Suppose Russia autocracy rule, dictator rule followed by the Tsar emperors. Russia after Second World War, 1917, Russia became a socialist country. Germany, Austria-Hungary empires, the monarchy governments is completely collapsed and abolished after First World War. Second World War and First World War, number of impacts, so many factors influence in the world. The world between was 1900 to 1950, so many factors influence in the world. Next, important international organization. After Second World War, one of the important organization established in the world. The important organization, the international organization. International organization. International organization, it is international government. International government, suppose after First World War, means 1918 completed First World War. The 1920, after First World War, one of the international organization established in the world. The organization name League of Nations. League of Nations. League of Nations established in 1920. The founder, League of Nations founder, ex-American President Woodrow Wilson. League of Nations main basic principle, main basic motto, the world peace, maintain the world peace in among the countries. League of Nations failure. Second World War became started. Second World War, automatically League of Nations failure. Started Second World War. After Second World War, the one of the important international government or international organization established in the world. The organization name, main organization name, UNO. Here UNO means United Nations Organization. United Nations Organization. United Nations Organization established by some important country presidents. Suppose America President Roosevelt and Russia President Stalin. United Kingdom, Britain Prime Minister Winston Churchill is the main pioneers of UNO. UNO established in 1945. 1945 October 24, the formation UNO. UNO main motto, there are followed the 4 principles. UNO maintain the basically 4 principles there. First principle, maintain the world peace. I mean, prevented the war. First main principle, world peace. First principle, maintain the peace in the world. Second motto, second principle, human rights. Should the human rights in the world, in human world, human rights also maintain the UNO. And UNO maintain the organization and socially, economically, growth main important principle in world, social and economical development also followed by the maintained by the UNO. UNO main mottos, four principles there. UNO some important organs there. The organs today discuss. One by one discuss. First, some special agencies also maintained by the UNO. Special agencies also. Suppose international organization, peace organization now present world, so many countries conflict there, so many countries followed the war. Nowadays, the completely maintain the world peace. Suppose among the countries, any countries followed the war, the countries completely prevented the UNO peacefully settled in among the nations. UNO some important organs there. First one, number one, first one, General Assembly. General Assembly is the first organ. The organ is main important role maintain the in international administration. General Assembly. General Assembly means nowadays UNO membership countries, present membership countries 193 countries there. Present General Assembly, it is the important one of the organ. Second, Security Council. Security Council. Security Council, it is the most important organ of UNO. Security Council mean it is the main is the main protector or secure of the world. World peace maintained also by the Security Council. Security Council important countries there. There are 5 countries, very important countries. The countries is also permanent countries. The countries power also have power named veto power. There are 5 countries. 5 countries, the veto powers also have 5 countries. Veto power countries mean 5 countries name. First one USA. Second one USSR. I mean Russia. Third country United Kingdom, Britain. Fourth country France. And fifth country China. There are 5 countries in Security Council, most powerful countries, I mean veto power countries. Veto power means it is special powers. Special powers have 5 countries, permanent countries. World peace also maintain the Security Council. Veto power also maintain the 5 countries, the permanent countries. It is important organ, Security Council. Next, social and economical count. Social equality, economical equality, economical crisis, any economical crisis completely remove economical crisis, social balance, social equality, social justice. These things maintain the UNO. Social Economical Council. Social Economical Council is also one of the important organ. Next, Secretariat. Secretariat is the administrative office. Thousands of employees work in Secretariat. Thousands employees work in Secretariat. It is the administrative body. Is the administrative body, Secretariat. Secretariat main important Chief Secretary General. Secretary General. Next, Trusteeship Council. Fifth, Trustee. Trusteeship Council. Trusteeship Council, it is the one of the organ of UNO. Trust maintain the UNO. Some trustee countries there in UNO. Main economical developed countries, I mean Western countries, USA, Russia, Britain, France, these countries, trustee countries in UNO. Last organ, International Court of Justice. International Court of Justice. I mean international court. So many judges there, so many courts there. The international issues, international conflicts, any international issues prevented by the International Court of Justice. Any conflicts, both of the countries, suppose India and China, so many countries, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Palestine, so many countries there. The conflicts also removed by the International Court of Justice. International Court of Justice headquarters located in Hague City. Located in Hague City, situated in Netherlands country. Hague City. The International Court of Justice situated Hague City. There are 6 organs of UNO. The organs completely followed by the UNO. The organs is completely implemented so many programs, so many policies in the world. Any problem, suppose human rights, social development programs, economical development programs, human rights, so many independence movements, whatever may be, so many things implemented, followed by the UNO. It is there are 6 organs there. These 6 organs very important organ, Security Council. Security Council, it is the role of the UNO. Okay, UNO after Second World War established in UNO, United Nations Organization. Or India, beginning of the membership country. UNO established in 1945. Beginning of the membership country our India also. Okay, present 193 countries there. These importance of the UNO. Present now also United Nations Organization, short United Nations full United Nations organization. So many conflicts, so many wars there nowadays remove or prevented by the UNO. UNO main maintain the UNO. It is the important organization. It is the international government. It is the international government. Main UNO is completely active. Completely active in the world. UNO success of these so many issues. Okay, next another important topic, emphasizement of women. Last topic, the world between wars lesson. Last topic, emphasizement of women. Emphasizement. Emphasizement of women means the right to vote. The women also long struggle for the rights, equal to men's. So many movements there, so many movements occur in the world. So many movements. Suppose England first democracy revolution established occur in the world. England, Britain. Britain 1688 became a democratic country. Monarchy government is completely abolished. Complete abolished means monarchy government or powers also nominal. The parliamentary became a power. 1688 to 1918. The Britain women's got to right to vote in 1918 by a long struggle, 100 years of long struggle for the rights. The women long struggle. So many countries there, the countries women followed the struggles, especially purpose for the rights. Which right to vote? There is no rights in countries. Equal with men's. The first rights in world. So many countries shoot the rights there. Suppose England 1980 women's got right to vote 1980. Suppose our India emphasizement of right to vote universal adult franchise and right to vote. Our India 1947 after independent, our India also issued the rights to women's also. Universal franchise followed by India. Emphasizement of women, the women's long struggle mean the people, women's got rights, so many rights there, especially right to vote. Right to vote is the important issue of the women's development of the women. Now present the world women role. Women role is the very important. So many sectors. Suppose world days, our India world agriculture sector working in women. Working in agriculture sector, so many women working agriculture. Nowadays, the women's so many sectors. Suppose industrial sector and the service sector also worked the women. The women's is completely development, self-reliance. Okay, the women role, the women's also very important struggles. Purpose for the rights, purpose for the equality, and purpose for the equal men's issue. Okay, these are the important issues in the world. Between 1900 to 1950, the world, so many factors, so many causes influence Eric Hobsbawm, the historian Eric Hobsbawm, the 20th century is called age of extreme. Why? Age of extreme. Why? So many causes influence. Suppose so many isms, democracy ideology, fascist, Nazism, socialism, First World War, Second World War, the Great Depression, the economical depression influenced, between 1900 to 1950. Beginning of the 20th century, first half of the 20th century, the world, so many factors, so many causes influenced there. That's why the historian Eric Hobsbawm said the 20th century is also called age of extreme. Science, technology, rights. So many countries, colonist countries became independent countries. The countries also got independent from European countries. Okay, the world is completely changed. So many factors, so many categories, socially, economically, politically, so many changes. Technology, science, education. Now, women also became equal of the men. Nowadays, women role is very important. All categories, all sectors work. The women's working in all sectors nowadays. IT profession, so many sectors there. The world between wars 1950, the lesson is completed. Okay.